What's up, guys? Just trying something different. I'm gonna go live while we're making some baits. Nothing crazy or anything. We're just making things crooked. It's crooked. I don't like the way it orients right there, but anyway, I'm gonna shoot some bait fish patterns as well in the 5-inch grub. What's going on? I ain't got my glasses. Mr. Yates, what's going on? Just gonna make some baits. We're gonna shoot some of this 5-inch grub, but right now I'm heating up this regular green pumpkin because I'm behind in what I need to get done. So I need to get my molds out. That's what I need to do. Sorry, stand by a minute. One more worms, one more worms. I left them out. Oh, they're right there. Duh. Oh, the 6 1/4 that I love from Bait Junkies. Looks like I got baits in one. I do. Pretty slack. Or I'm pretty slack. Hope everybody's doing alright. This here. Doing good. Just clamping these with these ratchets tight, whatever you want to call these things. But when I put the put a bunch of them together, or a few of them together, I like to use these and get them a little bit tighter. I may have to get a 3 though. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. It'll work, it'll work. I was gonna do my Presto pot thing and all that good crap, but what's going on? West Virginia, Big B. I like the name. We're going to be pouring some just fish catchers, guys, to start with. Just green pumpkin, black plate. You can't beat it. 2 different sizes. 040, 015. Can't beat it at all. Can y'all hear me? I don't even know. I don't know how this stuff works. Me and technology are, you know, not the best of friends. So right now we're just going to need the single injectors. For the green pumpkin, we're going to shoot some hula grubs as well because I always get rid of hula grubs. I ain't going to shoot the Cinco right now. I got a different color. I'm going to shoot that in. Why are you up here? Oh, crawl. Ecto crawl. We're going to shoot the 4-inch ecto crawl too. I need it. In the green pumpkin. And then, like I said, we're going to do some bait fish patterns here in just a minute. Just one that I do a lot. Loud and clear. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Never done this before, so this is new. But I guess maybe try to give a little history, maybe a 5-0 baits or whatever. I'm a retired law enforcement officer. And I started this, I don't know, 8-10 years ago. I was just making crappie, whatever you want to call it, baits. And actually my daughter came up with a little design, you know, it's like the flag with the blue stripe, blah, blah. So I called it 5-0 baits. And even though I'm retired now, I'm so not worked narcotics for 19 years. That's why, you know, you can look like crap when you do that. But anyway, named it 5-0 baits. That's some of the history. I appreciate it, man, on the service part. For sharks, man, when I go to the coast down at Charleston, I use mullet. Cut mullet is hard to beat, or menhaden, when the menhaden are in. That is a really good bait to use. They're real oily, real salty. But when I go down there, I go for redfish, flounder, and trout mainly. I love the sea trout, speckled sea trout, and the flounder. I just think that's the coolest fish ever. He's just a badass. He lays in weight. I don't even know if I can say my bad ass or whatever, but he lays in weight and just ambushes. I think that's the coolest fish on the planet. I need to get back down there. And I also like to catch sheep's head down there as well. I don't know if anybody ever catch a sheep's head, but tried using beef. I've never tried it. Like I said, I always use cut bait down there for those type. I just threw that in there knowing I got more to shoot. I usually, when I'm doing a lot of one big color, I use the Presto pot. But I just didn't feel like doing it today. For some reason. I don't know why. But here's some of these I shot earlier. These are the 3-inch slick swim by Epic that I'm really loving. In the Five-0 magic color. Come on, lighting, help me out, Brad. Anyway, laminated, but you can see it better that way. But these little slick swims shoot so good, and it's been a fish catcher, man. Like right now, everything's gonna start feeding up on shad and herring and everything else. Great bait. Great bait. Go ahead and throw this in because we're going to shoot some bait fish stuff as well. Probably hard to see anything. I can't tell. I need to pull it down some. I mean, you gotta go, you gotta go. In the water, wherever, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. Got that a little hot. These worms are, man, just my favorites. The 6 1/4 trick finesse, whatever the heck you want to call it, by Bait Junkies. One of my favorites. But it's just basically a trick worm, finesse worm, whatever you want to call it. But I love to fish soft plastics. That's my deal. There's that hula grub. I think this is one of the best trailers for bass, me personally. Or for jig fishing. Let me put that one, jig fishing. If you're fishing a football jig or something like that, I think they're just, the size of them is about perfect for what I use them for. Shoot this ecto crawl. Oh, that one there. Oh, that one go. There it is. There it is. Because I don't even know if I'm going to have enough to shoot the worms. Maybe I will. Or at least one of them. Oh Lord, I've got stuff in the way. We're shooting the Red Label by Dead On. It's the one that I just had to switch to from Calhoun's. Or I didn't have to, I made the decision to because some other issues with a distributor before, and then it's just a pump. So anyway, where am I? Oh, in the water. Got that one. This right here is basically some blue highlight with a lot of disco flake in it. A little bit of black flake. It's been a really good bait fish pattern. And blue highlight, disco shed, black flake, and I think I put a little bit of silver pearl in it. We'll show you a little bit better in the baits once I can make them. Those are there, these are here. I made a mess on this ecto crawl. I don't fish the ecto a whole lot. 4-inch, just got bigger pinchers, and I'm picky like any other fisherman. On a jig, you already got so much junk to try and set the hook through. Now, if I need a bigger profile, then yeah, I'll fish it more. Oh, come on loose, baby, come on loose. But a beautiful bait as far as there. That ecto crawl makes a beautiful bait. Oh my God, it makes a beautiful bait. But just because it's beautiful doesn't mean I like to fish it as much. But the claws are a lot bigger. Come on. Oh. Love the ecto crawl. Looks wide. Just another great trailer. Got baits in my lap. Do y'all do the same thing? Any bait makers on here? Do y'all do the same crap I do? Like have baits sitting in your lap, and I tear these off and just leave a little bitty piece of that runner on there to hang up there, just wood with finishing nails, and I hang them up there to cure. They definitely want them to cure, at least, 24 hours, and then after that you want to package them up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Bubble City. I leave my plastics in the cups, as you can see, which is probably not the best thing to do. So you get humidity, you get everything else that causes bubbles. But no big deal. Just heat it up, let it sit for a little bit, a lot of them bubbles will rise to the top. You can take a heat gun or a torch or whatever to hit the top to get the bubbles off the top to come up. I have to slam that door or it will not work. I do not know the deal. What everybody's in here. Where y'all from, man? I love knowing where people are from. We're shooting some green pumpkin because it's a freaking fish catcher, number one. I'm done with that right this moment. Done with that right this moment. I'll hang them up in a minute. We'll get back to some more swim baits because I got to shoot some and some more crappy baits as well. But 3-inch slick swim, loving that mold, loving the bait. It's been catching, especially on Alabama rigs. The ones for bass, not the big umbrella rigs like a pull for stripers, but on the small casting type Alabama umbrella, whatever you want to call them. They've been great. Good size, perfect size. Especially when the shad bite is on. But I love to catch crappie, crappie, whatever you want to say, and stripers. I love the striper fish just because they don't play. They hit hard, they go, and they fight like crazy. Of course, I love the bass fish because that's what everybody does, but that is my favorite pretty much. I got hoolas out here I gotta hang up. They haven't got a dent. Rest of them are fine. Like I said, I love the hula grub. For me, or a jig trailer. Love it. You can also just fish it on a jig head. With them twin tails, gives a little more action. That's the thing I like about fishing with other folks is you'll learn what they're doing and how they'll fish certain baits differently than you do. And you're like, huh, never thought about that. So you learn something all the time. We're going to shoot the slick swim and the 5-inch grub in this color here. I'll show you here in just a second. Put these baits all up in the lap. Oh, I need these. I need you. I need you bad. Come on. You don't push too hard, you can get away with 2 spring clamps on this 3-inch slick swim as well. Just don't push too hard. Usually you put 4, but you know. Well, I usually put 4 if I'm just learning 1. Alright, we're at 300, we're shooting. Shooting time. Clean out that injector. I was gonna go sit in the woods for deer tonight, but I got an adult. Ooh, I need to clean my injector. Bad. Anyway, that's that bait fish pattern I like to throw. Short G better than the base. Again, blue highlight, the disco flake, black flake. I think I put a little bit of silver pearl in it. This is also a really good color in a stick bait to throw it like a fluke, or just also in a fluke as well. So, well, that 5-inch grub is fat and it takes some plastic. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Something different. Never done it, so give it a shot. Green the pumpkin. I don't need it yet. Lube your injectors about every 3 shoots. And here I got plastic in behind my, might be O-ring time. Time to change them O-rings out. If nobody, you didn't watch some of the prior videos or didn't get it, you can buy them or whatever, but Amazon, guys, Amazon, you get 100 of them for like 10 bucks. This is a 214-5770-100, but that's the quantity, I'm sure. But that is the size for most injectors. So, trying to save money, like most people, especially me. Get 100 of them, 10 bucks. They'll last you forever. And you can tell when the O-rings are starting to get bad because it'll start sucking in behind it sometimes. I really don't need to throw that whole plug in there because I'm about to remelt. And you'll just hear, you can hear it when you're pulling up, pulling up plastic as well. Just, it's a feel thing. See, hear that little noise? That's plastic in behind it. Well, I'm gonna go and give it a little bit of lube. Give it a couple of little squirts of worm oil or whatever you want to use. You can Pam, WD-40, whatever. But I use the worm oil. I don't want anything that can mess up a color. Some of them other oils may have something that may leak a color in there or something. And when I remelt, not having to remelt, so when you remelt your plugs, cut them as small as you can. That helps get it down where you don't have to heat your plastic up as hot to have everything melted again. So I just sit here and cut it into little bitty pieces. Some people grind them. That's cool if you got a bunch of leftover pucks or something, but I just cut them real quick in smaller pieces. Because like this disco plate is not ready for heat, so the problem with that is it'll burn, it'll curl up, do whatever. If you don't have to reheat it as hot, it helps. It helps a lot. We're shooting again the red label. I'll throw that in there too. That is what I am on now. Like I said, I always shot Calhouns. I've shot all of them. I can't say, Kentucky, what's going on? Bait chucking, what's up, buddy? I love watching your videos, man. So detailed. I love the slick swim, dude. It shoots flawlessly and the action is good. It's catching fish. Especially right now with the head bite going on. Loving it. Every mold so far that I've got, like I said, until recently, I haven't had epic molds. I just, wasn't a fan of some of their bait styles, but I'm gonna tell you what, their molds have been great. I don't know if you can really see that blue highlight, but just a single color, great pattern. You see the blue highlight a little better. Disco shad and black flake as well. It's just been a great color. Any type of swim bait, crappie bait, whatever you want to call it. And it's been great, man. Still have the soft. I'm waiting on some medium to come in so I can do the mixture that I like. It's that 5-inch fat rub. Again, be great on a swim bait head, umbrella rig, or Alabama rig as well. That one's from Angling AI. Have a lot of their molds, man. I'm telling you, here recently, Epic, Hog Salad, those two molds, man, or molds I got from those companies, man, they have shot so good. And they're engraved on the outside where you need it. That's big for me. So, Alabama, hey man, I got some roots in Alabama. Dothan. Growing up as a youngin', been a while, but I got family that lives in Dothan, Alabama. And I go to Lake Gunnersville to hunt ducks as well. Gunnersville is like a 3.5, 4 hour drive, depends on Atlanta traffic. There's that same baitfish color in that slick swim. It's hard to get don't fall. You see that blue highlight, man, and that disco plate. Oh, just great bait, great mold. I only have to look to see if there's denting or it. I don't have a problem. I figure only if you get it really hot, maybe, but I haven't had a single problem out of theirs and Hog Salad molds. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Don't get anything from anybody. I just give credit when credit's due, and they make a hell of a mold. Both Epic and Hog Salad. Again, I get nothing from them. I'm not paid to say anything or getting them for free. They're just great quality. I love the engravings on the outside of it. And they just shoot flawless. Not saying the other ones don't either. Of course, I love Bass Tackles molds. Angling AI, I got a bunch of theirs. A couple of those I have problems with, but never think you're too good. Like even me, I have problems with a couple molds sometimes, and it's probably me. I mean, I've been shooting baits for a while now, pretty good many years. But certain molds like certain things. Some like to shoot hotter, some colder. So don't think as soon as you get a mold, if you don't like it, it may just be you. It ain't always the mold. But I do have a couple that I have problems with, and it's like the bottom bait of a mold. Um, Again, not saying it's the mold companies, because like I said, every mold's different. If you shoot enough baits, you're going to learn that this one doesn't like to be shot with as much pressure, or shoot it slower, or some like it faster. So don't think that, it's always the mold, because even myself, I mess up just as much as anybody else. Let me grab some plate real quick, guys, sorry. And I really honestly want to give a shout out, OS Profilers, to my lady friend who came over here and helped reorganize some stuff. If anybody's on here, I talked about before, I got some molds I'm going to move. I guess I'll do a video just in case somebody's not on here. But I've got some of them laid out. The speed worm type deal from Angling AI. I've got the mag, core shot one, and the regular one. I'm going to move that. I'm going to move... I've got them sitting in there. I got to take pictures and all that crap. But anyway, just adding some disco flake. This is from Dead On. It's not heat tolerable, so to be honest with you, I ain't gonna say you've got to use their flake, but you can't use the dollar store stuff. You just got to be able to, you ain't gonna be able to heat probably near. I ain't gonna say near as much. There's some flake that I buy that is not from a bait supply place that works. Walmart's black is fine. I mean, you ain't gonna reheat it 20 times or nothing, but it's good for quite a few reheats. Back to this bait fish color again. I gotta shoot some more in. I'm gonna shoot a few more of these 5-inch grubs. Some of them. Be aware of your reds, your purples, blues, and greens. Those are the ones, if you try to buy it like Walmart or a dollar store or whatever, those will bleed and go, mess your colors up. You don't want that. But there's a couple I have found that you can use, save you a little bit of money, maybe. Especially if you see the Walmart flake, the black on clearance. I grab them up because, save a little money. I do have the high temp flake as well, especially if I'm going to be putting stuff in the Presto pot and keeping it hot for a while. Heck, get down over my face, sorry. So don't sleep on some of them, but get your high temp flakes if you're going to be reheating a lot. But if you're a bait guy on here, I don't know. You know what you like pretty much, but you can get away with certain colors, and they seem to hold up pretty well. So I want to try. I need to get busy on it, but I've been so slack. I've had to order all kind of crap here lately, so I'm trying to chill. The 8-bit bait chucking, I want to try some of that stuff as well. Just make some badass colors, but I'm gonna try some of that too. But man, I've got so many colors and so many tips for if you guys are just starting to make baits. If you get into the custom part of it, it's really a pain. You'll wind up with all this crap right here. I wish I would have stuck to molds the same as well. I wish I would have stuck to 6 or 8 molds and just got a bunch of cavities like with the finesse worm here, and not had all these different molds. And again, they're all this is stacked full of freaking molds. And some of them I haven't even shot. I've got the pintail course shot, whatever it is that goes with the 3/8 rip wrap. That's another one we'll get rid of. I haven't even shot it. I won it for the Easter giveaway. So think how long ago that was. I haven't even shot it yet. I just thought I would, but for me, it's the tracers and they're selling more or used more, I guess you'd say. But I wish I would have done that more, stuck with that and colorants as well. Green pumpkin, watermelon reds, stuff that sells or is used a lot. Not really sells, but there's no reason to have 100 different colorants over there. But I also make a lot of crappie or crappie baits, again, depending on where you're from. They there's a lot of crazy colors in those, so that's why I have so many of them. Because you can catch them on just about anything, any kind of crazy colors, and a lot of natural colors. That Mars color I talked about. That's another thing I want to show you guys if you're still here. I found I get bored. I'll do a lot of internet looking. I may even do that color now. Matter of fact, I'll do a duplicate. There's that slick swim again, guys. Shoot it all you want to. So far I haven't gotten it to where it doesn't feel. I don't know them guys. I think Bait Chuck and May. Let them guys at Epic know, bro. They're doing a good job. Hog Salad, if you affiliated with them, let them know they're doing a hell of a job. Mr. Graves on that one. Everybody, all that stuff won't last. It's still lasting. So tell them guys they do a great job, because these molds are pretty much flawless. And there's that 5-inch scrub again. Bigger, fatter profile on it. I like that. The tail's a little thicker. It gives a different little thump than what you normally get from a grub. The tail is just so much thicker. I take these, I'll pour them in a lot firmer plastic though when I do it. I use these at the coast a lot. See the thickness of that tail? Just gives a good thump. So I take these, and I also take some of my shrimp that I make. And man, I actually went to Bike Week last year. No, year before that, because I broke my leg last year. We were at Bike Week, and I think I rode my bike. What's up, Indiana? How you doing? Mr. Roberts. Ingray, what's up, buddy? I'm gonna make a duck mold. Man, I got an idea for you on something, but I gotta get the little details figured out on it probably, but I've got enough duck stuff. I done messed up and bought me a new Benelli yesterday. Just been wanting it, the 3. I have the Super Black Eagle 1 and the 2, and I wanted the 3. I don't know why, but I'm a duck hunter, man. It is what it is. I know it didn't get a lot of views here yet, but I love to duck hunt. I will go duck hunting every day if I could. Like I said, I love to fish, and I love to deer hunt. But duck hunting's in my soul, man. Freaking love it. I just opened that up and ain't even nothing in it. One of them days, boys, one of them days. Let's shoot some more ectos. High school tournament coming up this weekend, so I got to pour some for some friends of mine. And some worms. I know it's shad time and all that, but a lot of guys are still catching them on shaky heads and Texas rig, soft plastics. I may actually even have to mix up some more. Oh, what's the dead on? I don't want to hit the worm. I keep these, I love these style jugs that I've gotten from Bait Plastics before. So I mix my 5-gallon buckets and I move them into here. And that's what I use. Because I like the bigger spout. They say don't shake, I shake. With Calhoun's I never had to worry about it. I could shake the crap out of it. and I just didn't have as many bubbles. I can see it's going to have bubbles now, but they'll rise out. But I need more green pumpkin. Anybody doesn't know, my favorite is Little Works 109 in the green pumpkin. You just can't beat it, man. Mr. Greggs, I hope your move went well, or if you moved, or when I lost my phone, or my phone got destroyed, so I lost all my contacts. It was literally in like 5 pieces. A bush hog or a lawnmower can really tear up some stuff. I've lost a pair of coasters, a phone, all kind of crap. Always shake them up real good. I haven't been shooting as much, so that's why I'm shaking the crap out of this to make sure it's mixed well and you get a good color. I don't count on green pumpkin. I just squirt because I like my green pumpkins really thick. Really thick. So, I mean, almost, sometimes I'll add a drop of black or a few drops of brown if I want that green pumpkin brown to stick out a little bit more. Just back stove, we gotta recook that up, so give it a whole 2 minutes. Ecto crawl right there. I'll leave you out because I might need you. Hulas, always need hula grubs. Got any baits you want to see shot that I can shoot in the green pumpkin? Right now, you can order from me. Really, I'm just doing it through Facebook right now because if you don't know, my dad is 85 years old. I'm at my place. It's about 35 minutes from my dad's. I'm actually taking care of my dad right now. Not taking care of him. He's doing a lot better now. Thought I lost, I don't even want to think about it. But anyway, I take care of my dad and I work, and all that. So I haven't had as much time to do baits. So I would say hit me up to order, but my Facebook is Toby, T-O-B-Y, Jordan, and I also have a 5-0 custom baits. I haven't put anything on there in a while, but I was out with my leg, and then I was out with my dad, and man, I get that little feeling every time I think about it. There's one thing I believe in is family and friends, and some people are like, you're gonna put so and so. I will never put my dad in a nursing home. Never. I don't care. He's for the last 50-something years, he's had my back, been there for me. Won't do it. Hey, what's up, Greg from Tampa? Man, y'all got hit hard. I know we had a lot of trees down. We're not really, in the upstate of South Carolina, we really don't get hit hard by storms. This one just happened to come the right way. And, I guess it was like a storm, but we have so many trees down, so much damage. That's why I've been so busy lately. Tree work, debris, but you guys down there, and even North Carolina got hit freaking crazy hard. When I mix, you do it your way, but I added plastic to what was there. I slowly heat. I don't just put it in there for 2.5 minutes. This is an 1100 watt microwave, so usually 2.5 is enough to do it, but I'll do like a minute 45 and just step it up, sort of. Helps with bubbles, I think. I'm not right. I'm not a god at making baits. It's just the way way that I've learned. I slowly heat it up. But anyway, back to Florida. Got some family in Tallahassee, man, and they didn't get it as bad, but man, some of them places got devastated, bro. And I've said it on some of the videos about insurance companies. So pissed at them right now when they're saying, "Oh, well, we'll cover this." You live high on the hog every year when them premiums are going in, and we've never made claims or whatever, and then you're going to tell us you're not going to pay for this, or you'll only pay so much for this. Insurance is like a racket to me, dude. Now they're saying, "Oh, well, that's only covered if it's a fire." I'm like, that wasn't in the paperwork before, but you know. So anyway, I'm not happy with insurance companies right now. At all. At all. And then when they do decide to pay, it's on their schedule, you know what I mean? But you mess around and miss your miss paying and see what happens. I don't. The curly tail grub and the 2.5, I will have problems if it's cold. That mold likes to shoot, like I talked about earlier, certain molds shoot certain ways. If I was to take it out right now and shoot it, I'd have 3/4 of it feel and the rest won't. But once it warms up, it shoots better for me. That's one of them. Most of my molds, I like shooting cold. I don't heat them. But that one, I have the 2 and the 2.5. That one, I have to shoot once or twice to warm it up or actually heat it to get it to where it's warm enough to where it'll feel all the way in. But it does like a little warmth. Try to shoot that thing cold, it will not, for some reason, feel all the way. So either heat your mold or just get you some scrap plastic and run through it to warm it up, and it'll shoot better. That's what I found for me. I was having some problems with this mold right here, the Cinco mold. It's a traditional Cinco. Flashing with it. Nah, never had any problems with flashing on any of the aluminum molds, really. The only ones I really have problems flashing is if I don't clamp enough, or these little knobs here aren't all the way tight. I'm bad about that. Other than that, I don't really have problems with flashing, other than like the stone molds or some stuff like that. But flashing is usually a clamping issue. Denting is usually a I need my plate. Temperature issue. Let me move this stuff. There's that one, black, small. Where's my small black? Come on, baby. Well, come on, Toby. We just reorganized all this crap. See, organized chaos is what I like to call it. There it is. Sorry about that. Gotta add a little flake. I like to add both sizes, small and medium, just for texture, sort of, I guess you call it. Looks better. Go about 3/4 of a scoop. That is just shy of 2, just a hair a bit more, of 2 cups. And look at this. This is from Baked Plastics, the small. This is from Walmart. Their black it works. Now again, I wouldn't shoot, 20 or 30 reheats. You ain't gonna get something like that out of it, but it works and it lasts. So, told you if I see it on clearance, I'll pick up whatever I can find of it. They don't get into the 015, 040, but the size of a 040 is what it is. Another way to save a little bit of money, Money tight for everybody, I think. Even me. Of course, I like to spend it. That's a big problem. But Oh, Mr. Graves, are you still here? If you're still here, I tried to order a mold last night or night before last, and the site was saying that it couldn't find my postal or something like that. If you're not still here, I'll hit you up. Ooh, damn. That's why you use your scooper and not just I just pour too much in there. But it'll be alright. All it's gonna do is help darken that color, that green pumpkin anyway. If everybody's close or local, I'm in Anderson, South Carolina, Anderson County, South Carolina, where I'm from. This one might be a little hot, but I don't want to wait no longer. I shoot the usually single colors. I'll shoot around 320. I like to go lower, but it just depends on if my ADD can wait for the plastic to cool off. Laminates, I like to shoot about 300 to 310. And of course, have them the same temperature if you can. Still got one here I didn't shoot earlier. And I hope it filled. Hope I had enough plastic. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Basically just trying to knock out and have on hand a bunch of my green pumpkin because that's what gets gone a lot. So into the woods, what's up, man? I really miss your videos, man. Like I said, you learn from people, and he's one that I learned from on especially like the jig making and stuff. My buddy does all that. He does the lead work. I do the soft plastics, but when I'm over there doing it and he's not there, like he'll leave it open for me, I can mess up some stuff. But watching you learn, the little 3M tape to help keep the hooks straight, because I'm picky about my football jigs, finesse jigs, whatever you want to call them. So you learn from everybody, guys, always. I mean, I hope so, dude. I like your videos, bait chucking, like watching his. World's Worst. Watch some old grumpy veteran, I think. I try to, if I see a bait guy, I try to subscribe and watch. So I appreciate you guys that have subscribed and watched, my videos, because I can't believe people watch it with this. Look at this. This is horrible. Look at that. That's what happens when you get old, man. But I greatly appreciate you guys, man. Oh, I need to make some more of the bait fish pattern. Or really shoot some laminates. Let's do that. We're going to do a chartreuse over emerald green with chartreuse flake. And I'm going to be shooting some crappie bait. Crappie. I don't know why we say crappie, but I hear the whole rest of the country say crappie, but anyway, I raised that way. It is what it is. Let's get, this is all remelts. Again, doing it like I do is really messed up because you'll get bubbles, but nothing you can do about it, really. But just let them rise out. Like I said, you can use a torch, heat gun, whatever you want to do. Again, there's the Ecto Crawl, the 4-inch from Angling AI. I think my next purchase is going to be that small crawl from Epic. Smaller, 3.5. I think I'm going to order that next. I think it might be my next mold as far as ordering one. If anybody has it, let me know. Oh God, I learn from everybody, man. Through the years, I mean, I know you get the way you do something long enough, you think, oh, I know what I'm doing. But you always learn something, even fishing. Like I said, seeing how certain guys fish certain baits, I'm like, I would have never thought to fish it that way. Same in bait making. Some people do things a little bit different that are better or quicker, may save you some time, may save you, because I hate packaging baits. I did a video on it because I get so mad. Not mad per se, but I hate packaging baits. That's why I have all these freaking baits up here to be packaged. I just have to take one half of a day and just be like, oh, I hate doing it. Just freaking do it. Just get it over with, you know what I mean? So, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate thinking about that I've got to do it coming up. But that's part of it. So, where's my stingers? I need my stingers. Again, shout out to my lady friend for coming help me organize. Cleaned up a lot. Love her to death. Great person. Great woman. That's why you see smile a lot. Let me grab these little molds. Look. There's the grub that somebody asked about a while ago. That's the curly. I don't want the curly. A little fan right there. Yeah, the traces. I don't need the traces. I don't know where I put them. Probably left them out because I was going to shoot them. Right there in my face. That's a trained investigator, guys. Y'all see that? I spot things normal people don't spot, you know. That thing's sitting right there in my face, and I'm like over there digging through molds. Again, I gotta get rid of some of the molds. Like I said, I've got some that I have never even shot. Not one time. Or some that I've shot probably just once or twice to see how it shoots. And maybe it's just because they're not great for here. I want to do some. Guy hit me up the other day. I made him this color here in the slick swim. And he said he wore the spots out. The spotted bass. For me, it seems like the spotted bass, especially here, they like bright, crazy colors, sort of like stripers and crappie do. Of course, natural colors too, but he's like, man, I need some more of them. I thought about it, but he didn't order. He said, hey, when you make some more, make me some. So we're about to make him some. And we'll need the dual for it. And that's what I love about Epic, man. And hog salad. The engravings, I love that. I can put it right there. I know where I need to put colors. The other ones I have to mark with a Sharpie or put labels on, you know how they come off and all that. I love that those two take the time. Even Mr. Graves' mold is marked as well. I love that. It just makes things easier for me. And like having to look through these molds to find the mold I want. When it's engraved on it, it's on the outside, and I love it that way. Wish every company would do that. Oh wee! I might have got that a little hot. I can feel it above the cup. Let's get this rolling. You ever notice too, you can heat up like a liquid colorant and a pearl powder. They'll heat up differently as far as however long it takes. We'll inject mine's from Bass Tackle. I've had this thing for quite a while. I haven't tried any of the other ones because I just haven't felt the need to. Oh, silver pearl. Just sit over there for now until I figure out where you go. I haven't tried any of the other ones just because I love this one. My singles right there were also a dual at one point in time. and I just broke them down and I use them as my big singles. Now when you're doing laminates, if you don't make baits or whatever, oh bro, you ain't gotta do that, but I'd gladly take it and I'll send you some, but I'll be sending you stuff that you already make, then I'll feel bad. I'll send you a hat too though. I got some hats in, I got my guy making the little things to go on it. But I am going with a, I may not want it because it's the outline of the letter patch is going to be the state of South Carolina because that's where I'm from. But where this one is, you know, just Five-0 custom baits with the flag. I would take it off my hip and then my hair won't go everywhere. Y'all be like, daggone boy. These are my older ones here. Then he made me some with the South Carolina thing in it, man, and they a lot of people like them. I'm also going to do one with a duck call as well, but I don't have a ton of duck hunters, you know, I get it. Ain't everybody's cup of tea, but it is mine. Matter of fact, speaking of duck hunting, I have basically gotten every duck but one that I have left to get, and that's a cinnamon teal. So if anybody on here duck hunts and has some cinnamon teal, let a brother know. We'll make a road trip, and I can put you on some here, whatever you want to do. Like this chartreuse, they're about the same temperature, but this feels so much thinner than this one does. The emerald green with chartreuse flake. So I may shoot this one to where the chartreuse is probably 10-15 degrees cooler, but I get them to the same feel. And it's always worked for me. I don't know if that's proper, don't know whatever, but you know, from watching all the other guys, I think everybody does about the same thing. I go off more feel. Temperature, I just want it down lower so I don't dent. But as far as laminating a bait, I have got to have the feel where they feel the same. More importantly than the temperature. So again, chartreuse, it might be chartreuse X, I think, by Bait Plastic. This is just emerald green by MF. Oh, I don't know what's going on with them. That's going to hurt my feelings if they don't keep making colorants, but nothing you can do about it. But for them slabs and for spotted bass, this color here, been good. Like I said, a guy hit me up 2 nights ago or last night, I can't remember. I can't remember what I did yesterday, much less, or today, I mean, much less what, last week. All I'm doing is stirring to cool this chartreuse down. I want to cool it down just to get it to the thickness that I want, that is the same as this green. Oh golly, that just feels. Gotta go some more. So the stirring, all it does is cool it down. I mean, of course, also to suspend your flake. I try to say flake instead of glitter, a little more manly. But you will catch me in a craft section at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Walmart. My lady friend was like, I don't know if I've ever been with a guy that goes straight to the craft section. I'm like, yeah, but it is what it is. If I come home with glitter on my face, don't think I've been to the evening places. Dual injector, just suck them up together. It is best to start that injector, but I don't, just because it wastes plastic for me. Oh, I ain't even all the way in there. You know why? That's a mistake right there. I'm glad y'all saw it. We moved my stuff around. And I'll guarantee you I have a blending block now for the other one. For my other door. Ooh, that could have been really, really bad. See, everybody makes mistakes, especially me. I make a lot of them. Yeah, that could have been real bad. I'm going to have to remake and start this whole process right back over again. This is the part of bait making that a lot of guys either don't know about, or like when guys hit you up wanting this or that. They don't see the mistakes, the boo-boos, the, oh, that bait dented, I'm not gonna, you know, all the redos. A lot of people don't see that. But the cool thing is, of course, that we can remelt this crap. So I'm going to remelt it and start right back over. Because I'm a dummy. Dummy. Let me make sure I just didn't, make sure I don't have the wrong. I got two different dual injectors, but again, I keep that one broke down just to use as singles. No, I went. That was just me being a dummy. That's what happens. You're gonna be dumb, you better be tough. Well, that's how I was raised anyway. It's still pretty warm, so I'm gonna throw the whole plug right back in there. Usually I don't like to do that, but it's still so hot and warm. It'll melt pretty easy. Alright, let's scratch that off and start over without making a boo-boo. And some people wonder, oh, why do you keep pulling off little pieces? I throw every bit of plastic right back in. If it's that color, I throw it right back in. Because it's plastic. I can reuse it. Let's put it. Toby, dummy. I say because it slows me down. I'm not making as many baits as I once was. Exactly. I just didn't have that on there worth of crap. Dummy. I never claimed to be the smartest. So if you have two different dual injectors, keep the pieces separated. Keep them separated. That's all we're saying. Showing my age, I guess. Yeah, it's already melting that plug down, so if you can get it back in there pretty quick while it's still warm, you won't have as many problems like trying to get it melted back down. Yeah, Toby. I would say I need a cold beer, but I don't have any because I threw everything out of my fridge because we're out without power here for almost 2 weeks. So I was in Louisiana when that happened, when the storms rolled through. And when we got back, of course, my mom's house was freaking messed up. So I had a lot of time over there with trees. My lady friend, her house was, oh God, big old white oak and red oaks that fell. On a building, across the driveway, all this stuff. So I waited to come here because I was helping everybody else. Man, when I opened the door, my freezer, my deer meat, my ducks, my geese, shrimp. Oh my God, you want to talk about, like I said before, I'm a retired cop. I've seen all kind of crazy nastiness or whatever, but I don't like nasty smells, and as soon as I opened that door, I was like, death. Nope. Turn around and leave. So I had to come back with like peppermint oil up under my nose and all kind of stuff just so I could deal with it to get that stuff out of here. Oh my gosh. It was horrible. Horrible. I'm a puker. Bad smells? Nope, not me. Don't like them. Again, I can look at anything. I've seen some craziness over my little 25 years at the police department. Got any veterans on here? I'm a Army guy. Active duty. Did active duty Army 4 years and then 9 like in the Guard or whatever. I'm about to do, we have a thing here, vets helping vets. When I broke my leg, these guys didn't ask any questions. They found out from my mom I broke my leg pretty good, and when they came all the way down to my place, put a ramp up. I called them like, what I owe you, you know, or whatever. They're like, nope, that's what we do. So I am gonna make some painted baits. I'm gonna do some Army, Marine Corps stuff like that. You know, the colors, and I'm gonna use the lettering that I use. It's basically a Xeris food, but it's a 4-inch, and these are the lower quality. I make keychains out of them, floating keychains for your boat or whatever. And I'm gonna auction them off. Probably on my Facebook, maybe. I'm guessing. I ain't sure yet because I'm still learning this stuff. But if you'd like to get in on that and help, all the money will go straight to Vets Helping Vets. Great organization. They didn't, no questions asked. They were like, hey, they told my mom, we'll be there in the morning and put up a ramp. I was like, dang on, man. You know, greatly appreciated it. So I'm going to do something for them, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to auction off those hard baits that I'm going to paint, and I may try to do a video painting them. It's just so long and a lot of editing, and me and editing do not get along sometimes. So, alright guys, again, temperatures are sort of close, but that chartreuse is a lot thinner. A lot thinner, so I'm going to nuke this one up just a little bit more so it can catch it. Again, bait plastic chartreuse X, I think it is. On the bottom and the top will be that emerald green with chartreuse flake. It's that emerald green from MF with chartreuse flake. Again, I love MF's colorants, man. God, I don't know what's going on with them, if they're going out of business, whatever, but man, I hate that because I love their colorants, especially your translucent like this, the dark watermelon, which is my number 1 or 2 as far as fish catching. Bruh, if it's stained water, slightly stained, that dark watermelon is freaking. And I had nothing to it, just black flake and 40 drops per cup, dark watermelon. Catches fish. Don't tell too many people, but sometimes you got to, I guess. But oh, I hear you, bro. I didn't know that. Appreciate your service too, man. Hell yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll paint you up an Air Force one. I'm an Army guy, so well, I like OD greens and blacks, and I'm just so comfortable number 1, but camo is my favorite color, I guess. Yeah, I'll make you one as well, brother. I'll send you one. Cool thing, man. I'll tell you a story. We went to training. You know how I put the wrong color in there. Not think I can't do 2 things at once. I'm telling you. It's like I've got issues. But anyway, a few of us grouped up at basic training. 2 from Georgia, 2 from South Carolina. We're so smart. We said 4 years from the day we graduated, which was February the 27th, 1991 or two. Anyway, that we were going to meet at Six Flags in Atlanta. We're 17 and 18 years old, we're not real bright at that point in time. So this dummy, this is before social media and cell phones and all that crap. I drive to Atlanta. Six Flags is closed in February. Of course, the only one there. We're supposed to have, that was our thing. We're all going to meet up and see how life was going in 4 years. Apparently, their life was going better than mine because I drove to freaking Six Flags. For no reason. In February when they're closed. How smart am I? Justin, what's going on, brother? How you doing? We're just making some baits, man. Hanging out. Very exciting life I have, Actually, I did choose to be an adult today because I wanted to go deer hunting. And I was like, well, I got some baits I've got to make. So I didn't go deer hunting just so I could make these baits. And I was like, let's try this. Never done a live, so we'll try it and see what happens. It may suck, it may not. It doesn't for me to get big folks, man. See where they're from, hear where they're from. Like right there, just found out Into the Woods is a veteran, man. Love that. Love veterans, period. We're shooting a 2.4 inch stinger right now in this color. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show it to you in just a second. They just didn't feel right there. Make sure my back right. And we're going to shoot some of these 3-inch slick swims. Because it was a spotted bass killer, one guy told me. And that's why I'm here shooting some more. Golly. I am just having a freaking time right now, bro. Again, for me, the spotted bass, of course, I like to fish a lot of natural colors. I forgot to show y'all too. I got to show y'all that. That Mars color that I like to make. That comes from, it's the hyper shift that comes from Dead On. I get on the internet a lot when I get bored looking for new stuff or different stuff or see if I can find stuff cheaper. I found a color that is just like the Mars color, but where I was adding the green pumpkin, these are actually the colors. It's going to be hard to see, but this is that Mars, and I had added a little brown to that, but the reason for that, it's a hyper shift that gives you a little bit of a bluish green, I don't know, but I got this off of Amazon. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it gives a green tint, almost like that, a little Tennessee shad. You could add some green pumpkin, but that is just the powder. I'm trying to get it, the light is killing it, I think. You see that green tint at all? Pull, Lord have mercy. Pull the plug out, see if that helps any. Oh, come here. That is just the powder. I have no colorant added to that at all. And it made some, let me see if I got any baits. I think I've already gotten rid of them. Made in it. No, I don't. I do right here. Sorry. Made some in the drop shot minnow. And I know at Mars I love to add that green pumpkin. Alright, light. Don't do this to me tonight. See that green that's in that hyper shift? Love it. Let me show you what it is and where I got it and how much it cost me. I think it was $4, but it was sold by several different, as you scroll through Amazon or whatever. Some sell it for $7 or $8. Some sell it for less, some for more. Pick this crap up. Let's show you my butt. Really? Let's see if I can find it. But I also got their highlight powder as well. It's hard to see with the glare. Let me put what I'm looking for. It's another hyper shift that I can't remember exactly what I put in there. This is it. I just basically searched hyper shift powders, and it's M-A, good Lord, I need my glasses, M-A-T-I-O, Matio or something like that. But it's brown with that green highlight. If you'll go through and keep looking, some places it's $7, some are $6. I got that for $4. Also got this hyper shift, which is a, oh god, it gives you purple, green, it's hard to tell because of the glare, and some pink. All these $4. Those are different. And they also have highlight powders, just your blue and your green highlights. Got it for $4, man. And there is, I do not have my freaking readers, but I am old, so I don't know how much is in it, but it's a decent sized jar compared to what you usually get from, let's just say you order from Baked Plastics or whatever. You get the smaller, I mean you get bigger ones too, but you usually get that size. So it's like 2, maybe 3 times bigger. So don't sleep on that, man. Amazon, I'm always looking for deals, and it's not that I don't want to support bait companies. It's not that. It's just I get bored. I get on the internet. I go look at stuff, and I find stuff that either A, I get it a whole lot cheaper. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's saving money, you know, or trying to save money. David, what's up, man? How's everything going? We're just trying this live thing. I've never done it, just figured I'd try it. It's pretty cool because you learn some stuff about people. Makes you think more of them. You know, when you find out you got veterans out there. If I didn't say it, I'm going to be doing some baits, some hard baits. Well, it won't even be a bait, I'm sorry, it'll be a keychain. I'm going to do Army, Air Force, Marine Corps, all that for vets, helping vets. Is a association here in Anderson, 501c nonprofit. If I could do the auction here as well, I would, but I know I'll probably have to do it on Facebook. But I'm gonna 100% of the proceeds are gonna go to them because they helped me out when I broke my leg. So, I mean, without even asking, they did it, and that means a lot to me. So we're gonna do what we can do to help that company out. Well, not that company, but go slab daddies, beware. I can get you where you can see it good. It's a 2.4 inch from Bass Tackle. Again, my favorite. As far as certain ways to fish it, I do love the grubs as well, but if I'm fishing under a cork or if I'm shooting docks, I love that bait. Love it, love it, love it. It just gets bit. Just gets bit. This is a 3-inch slick swim, and the same thing. The only reason I'm shooting at is that dude was like, hey man, they got hammered. I was running out of plastic was setting up. I got 2, it didn't feel. See, so I mess up just as much as anybody. But he slayed the spotted bass on that and the slick swim, that color. Again, it's just MF Emerald Green and Chartreuse X on the bottom, and I got Chartreuse Flake in that Emerald Green. He was like, man, I need some more. I'm like, okay, I'll make you some more. I love when stuff works out for people. Now, if I wind up fishing against them in a tournament, it's going to piss me off, but no. Just playing. Just playing. Get a lot of guys that get baits from me that I wind up fishing against. Or with. And I'm no professional by no means, so don't think that. We'll have a couple good little runs in our little club thing, you know. Got some wins, got some seconds, got some thirds. We also had some goose eggs. And it sucks when you talk and jump before you start and you come in with a goose egg. Oh, that hurts, bro. Bro, I bet. I didn't realize how much stuff I had accumulated just in here. Just molds and plate, colorants. Just, I was like, oh my God, I've got a problem. A major problem. But it is what it is. We're oh, you probably don't want your business out there, but I know you're moving. I'm gonna be like, where you moving to? But so anyway, moving's not fun, dude, especially if you're just getting out. Oh yeah, we started out making some finesse worms, hula grubs, and the 5-inch grub. Show you. Let me pull some of them over here. It's just a little bait fish color, blue highlight, the disco shad. Hard to get everything to show up on lighting. Little black flake. That is the 5-inch little fat grub, I call it, from Angling AI. Shot it, of course, green pumpkin, the ecto crawl. Shooting some of them. I'm also gonna go back and shoot that AR crawl. These are for a little guy for a high school tournament coming up. Of course, a 3-inch slick swim in the same bait fish color. And green pumpkin that I'm about to take some out right here so I can get rid of this mold and get it out of the way. And shoot some more. So a little bit of a mixture. I've got a lot of my business is crappie baits. I sell and give away a lot of those baits. Bass too, but like I'll go to flea markets or farmers market when they're having the little things, you know, and set up. And I really got some guys that gave me a good following. You know, they bought baits from me there, and you know, of course my packaging has my number on it and all that stuff. But anyway, got a lot of good customers that way, guys that keep coming back. And I went out there and not sold $40 worth. I've also went out there and sold $300 or $400 worth. And when you got fish catching colors, green pumpkin, black flake, people are gonna catch fish then. So if you're a bait maker, man, don't shy away from things. I went to the flea market, man. It was like, I don't know if anybody, bro. I wound up number one making some good friends. Other people I've fished with as well, and you know, got a little following. You know, they'll get my baits and following like something special or something. But ooh, I got some issues in that one. That's one I run out of plastic on. So don't sleep on it, even if you're just a little hobbyist bait maker. I mean, don't get me wrong, you gotta be legal. I know somebody will be like, oh, you gotta pay your... I'm good, bro. I got all that. But go to your flea markets, man. I was in some stores. I'm not anymore. I quit one of them on my own accord because I didn't like the owner. Not that because he was a Patel, but just it started off as soft plastic baits, and it's like, hey, you do it all because I don't know anything about fishing. And I'm like, bro, that's not what I do. He's like, well, then if you're going to do that, that's, you know, you've got to do it that way. And I'm like, so nothing personal, but I don't have to do anything. So anyway, he just rubbed me the wrong way, and I took my baits out. Was in another store. The owner actually passed away. Hated that, and I really loved dealing with him. He was hilarious, number one. He's one of them, like I said, I'm a military guy, a law enforcement guy, so when I walk in, like in the mornings or something, I expect to hear something like, good morning, Epper, or, you know, whatever. And that's the way he was. As soon as I walk in, he'd more than likely give me the finger. You know, what's your slack butt doing, you know? And we just, but anyway, he passed away. He was in his 50s, man, mid-50s. Had a heart attack. So anyway, not in there anymore. I miss that dude. He was a great guy. He, you just never know, you know. Every day is not a guarantee. That's one I ran out of plastic on. Chunk them right back in there. I don't play with them. They go right back in there. Thought about doing some of my open pour stuff. I did open pour me some worms earlier when I was debating on whether I wanted to go hunting or not. I don't know why I done it, because we're getting out of, during the summer our tournaments start in the evening and go into nighttime. So I pour a lot of nighttime baits. Well, now, you know, we're transitioning, well, been transitioned back to, it'll be daytime, all that good stuff. So I've got to start making, you know, more daytime baits. So I poured me up some that I always do. I did the open pour, the big fat trick worm, basically. Black on top, red flake on the bottom with just a little bit of red color. That's what I was catching them on at night, the last couple of tournaments we had. Especially in a curly tail, a little 7.5 inch curly tail from Angling AI. Well, they call it now a legend or a ledge worm, whatever. But 7.5 inch curly tail, that's what I was wearing them out on there for a little while, especially after dark, in that color. So I thought about doing some open pour, but then I have to get that griddle up here in the way, and it just takes so long to make baits that way. So I didn't want to do that. So guys, if you're not fishing green pumpkin, I don't know what you're doing. I don't have a clue. Oh yeah, and some hula grubs. We shot some hula grubs as well. If you want to put your baits in someone's hands and they catch fish, make green pumpkin. Or watermelon red, or, you know, the tried and true fish catchers. Don't try to come up with the new magical color, you know, that you think is going to put fish catchers in their hands. Like I said, green pumpkin, watermelon red, June bugs. Those are tried and true colors that have been fished from back in the day till now. So there's no reason to, you know, you can play and come up with your own colors or whatever, but trying to get your baits out there, you're starting, make fish catching colors. Don't come up with a orange chameleon with a twist of lime or some shit like crap like that. My bad. Just make fish catching baits. That'll go a whole lot further than, you know, oh, that's a cool color. I mean, it might be cool, but if it don't catch no fish, then why am I, I shouldn't be pouring it. We're going to do the ecto crawl again. Oh, I didn't unload the hula a while ago. Ah, dang it. Again, I use these clamps when I'm clamping like this finesse mold here. I'm putting 4 of the finesse worm. I do 4 of them. So you definitely want to have them clamped good. I don't have the big high air vice, all that stuff. I'm just picky on what I spend money on. If I needed it, I would, but I don't think I need it for what I'm shooting. And the old Presto pot, which is right here, all that works just fine. If I'm doing large quantities, I'll usually use the Presto pot. But you got to be sitting there, keeping that. I don't have one of these automatic stirrers or nothing. I'll use that, and I'll stir till I inject, just to keep it from burning or scorching. So feel free to let me know if you want to see how we do the Presto pot. But I just start my plastic, cook it up to temperature, pour it in there, and try to keep it at about 300 and 310. Because those temperatures are usually pretty good for every mold. And that's all you'll need. And you can just sit there and shoot without having to keep reheating in the microwave and all that. But keep it moving because it will scorch. I don't like to do like a white pearl or a white color in the Presto pot because they burn pretty easy. So keep your temperatures about there once you get it cooked up to temperature. If there's anybody here that's new to bait making and you got any questions, please ask. I mean, I'm not, yeah, I mean, green pumpkin, bro, June bug, all that good stuff. Arizona, what's going on? I love seeing people from other places, man, or whatever, especially bait makers. See, that's why I like watching the videos, but the staples, it doesn't matter if you're Arizona, California, green pumpkin seems to work everywhere. It doesn't matter whatever, But I love to see colors that they're making. Like I said, I like watching Into the Woods, bait chucking, old veteran, grumpy old veteran, I think it is. I watch his stuff. I try to watch all the bait guys. Let's see how hot that is. It still feels a little, no, it is ready. We're going to shoot the ecto again. Again, it's just green pumpkin. I know it's not flashy and beautiful, but what it is a fish catcher. I had also gotten into this the custom orders. I still do them for some, but you get some folks that hit you with some outrageous stuff, and let them know up front. And one guy tell me, "Oh well, shoot them and then send me a picture and we'll see if it needs tweaking." I'm like, "Bro, ain't no tweaking. Plastic cost, my time cost. Ain't gonna be a whole lot of tweaking." So make sure you let everybody know up front what the deal is too. So if you get into the custom part of it, it is a pain. Like I said, there's no reason for me to have all these colors other than crappie baits, crappie bait. And it's just a whole lot less stress. It's easier just to stick with what works, green pumpkins, watermelons, but I'll have people like, "I want clear plastic with red and green plastic." Okay, I'll make it for you. But don't come back saying, "Oh, there's the worms, I'm sorry. I ain't even." These are going to open pour, I trim them. But at nighttime, that or blue, either one. I don't even know if the flake really matters. That's what I was catching at night, man. Just straight black on top, no coloring. I mean, no flake, and the bottom basically clear with a bunch of red flake. That has That was what I was catching them on at night. I'll fish them again in a day too, just to see as well. But green pumpkin and black, some of my big tournament guys that are, do it for a living or whatever, people think I'm lying. When they order for me or call me, I already know what they want. They want either green pumpkin, watermelon red, or black in worms. You'll be surprised how many people fish straight black all year round. Not just nighttime, daytime, anytime. When it fishes a lot of BFLs, black worms. I'm like, you want any black? Nope, just black. I'm like, okay. Now you want some deep dark black, so. Oh yeah, the margarita mutilator. That's robo worm in it, I think. Their color. I work at Sportsman's Warehouse part-time for their discount because it's great. And their employee discount is amazing. So I check out all the stuff that comes in. Love that color too. It looks really good. I haven't fished it a whole lot. With these, again, saving money and time, I tear off and leave just a little piece of the runner up above it because I'm going to hang it on that finishing nail up there. And I can go ahead and remelt this stuff right back down instead of it sitting up there all night or overnight getting humidity and all that getting to it. Oh, okay, this is something I can do with rubs. Ecto crawl. It ain't one of my favorites. A few people do love it, but I love the AR crawl more than the Ecto. Aaron's Magic is one that I do love. I've got the injection version, and I also have some open pours. But man, trying to pour that mold, open pouring it, oh god, it is insane. But I love Aaron's Magic too. It's another great color, I think, by robo worm, especially a drop shot worm like that. I think it's one of the best colors. That and just Morning Dawn. We've had discussed this on other videos. Like I said, I get bored. I watch a lot of crazy videos or whatever, but it is said that Morning Dawn, supposedly underwater up to like 12, 15 foot, something like that, is supposedly the truest color of a bait fish. I don't know if anybody's ever heard that before. I've heard that. I don't know if it's true. They say that's why Morning Dawn is so good, that it is actually underwater down to a certain depth. It is the best color that for some reason underwater is a great bait fish color. I thought that was really weird because poodle grubs, for my football jigs, finesse jigs, love them. Love them, love them. My buddy Randy don't get off his butt. JK's custom jigs, hand ties. I need some jigs. I am low on jigs. What in the heck have I got going on? Have I pinched something in there? Get in there. Alright, what in the heck is going on here? There it goes. Why was it not going in there? I'll tell you one thing. Don't think that molds are indestructible. I have the Action Worm, the old school one, the 3.6, and I think they made a 4.1 angling AI did. And apparently, I had it real hot because I was actually pouring a skin layer, dropping painting in the colors I wanted, like a perch pattern for a guy up in Michigan, I think it was. But anyway, I dropped that mold. Nothing crazy, just off the table here. And that thing does not close correctly now, so the bottom bait always flashes. And it happened then. I don't know if it was just the heat from being on the griddle or what, but it doesn't close all the way. I guess it got warped or something, I'm guessing. Don't think because it's aluminum mold, it's also indestructible. You can't treat them like crap. Not that I did, I just dropped it. But I had it on the griddle at like 275 or whatever. Dude, Morning Dawn is great. I don't understand, and that's what, these bass, I ain't gonna say nerds, because I guess I am too, but Morning Dawn is a great color. And they say it's because of that, because it supposedly is the best representation of a baitfish color underwater. I don't see it, but hey, there's a lot of guys a lot smarter than me. I just know it works, especially in a little drop shot worm. That robo worm, before I had that mold, I would buy robo worms. And sometimes I didn't feel like messing with baits. I might grab a pack of flukes from Zoom. That's it. I hate buying baits. Y'all know that. Other than that, I don't want to catch my daggone biggest fish ever and go, oh my God, look, I caught it. Oh, this is a Zoom, That and dark watermelon, guys. Don't sleep on dark watermelon. I love that color by MF. Again, I don't know if they're going under or what the deal is, but man, this microwave has been through. I've had this thing since I freaking started. I do not know Hamilton Beach. I know it's 1100 watts, so it cooks a lot faster, faster than the smaller ones did. I have had this thing, but I have to slam the door now to make it work. I don't know why. But you got to think, this is years on this microwave. If it blew up right this second, I cannot be mad at it. Yes, catching fish on my own bait mean the world to me. I don't know what else, is more satisfying than doing it on your own bait or my buddy's bait, That's one of the reasons I love making baits. And I really love it when somebody hits me up or sends me pictures. I used to put it on my Facebook a lot. Customers sending in pictures of their catches and all. Nothing to me is better than that. Because not only am I catching them, they're catching them. So don't skip out, dude. If you start your little bait stage, you're starting, or even you're not, don't sleep on the little farmer markets and the flea markets, stuff like that. I still go. I haven't been much this year, but I still go. That's the reason I'm trying to get some inventory built up. All about there, and like I said, you get a lot of repeat customers that way. But you got to be there. And like I said, I made some really good friends out there. Just say, hey, let's go fishing. And we wind up fishing and becoming friends too. So not only a customer, you make some friends doing it. Same with this right here. I hate looking at like Facebooks and stuff right now, just political time, I get sick of seeing that stuff. Just get sick of it. So this is sort of YouTube's sort of been an outlet, get away from all that crap. I don't care who you vote for them, I do, but it's none of my business. Man. We gotta have some changes, bro. I just don't think we're safe right now. And I hope it's not being done to leave us for something bad to happen if someone else wins and comes into office. and all of a sudden some kind of big crazy terror attack or something. I don't like talking politics, but that's what's going on right now. You can't get on any kind of social media without seeing commercials or whatever. But all I can do is say pray. Pray that things get better. Hula grubs. Love these things, man. Like I said, it's my favorite. Little jigs. I just don't like a lot of stuff in the way on my jigs. Cause I don't know about y'all, if you fish a lot of football jigs, finesse jigs, whatever. How many of you guys miss, I ain't gonna say a lot of fish, but miss fish on jigs? I do. So I try everything I can to try and get my hookup ratio better on a jig. And for me, it's trying to get less plastic. I actually thinking about coming up with a trailer just for a jig that's more like a beaver body, more flat, so it doesn't take up as much room on the hook. Not that it would be a big seller or anything, just for me. I want as much as I can to leave room to set that hook. You got the weed guard to go through. You're usually around brush. You got the skirt material. I want less on it. That's one reason I'm not a big fan of the Ecto. A lot of people are now. I'm not saying, fishing wise, I'd rather Texas rig this myself. But on a jig, these things just, there's too much stuff getting, I don't want anything in the way of my hook set. And again, I try to break their jaw with a jig. That might be what I'm doing right. Not a finesse jig. A full-size football jig, oh yeah, I'm trying to break their jaw. I just rear back on them. But that's come from missing fish or having fish come off. So, yep, making your own. Hooks, yes. I still miss some. My buddy hand ties, when he does, he's legally blind, but he still does it. Does a good job. But I try everything I can, because I'll miss some. And I'm like, man, why did that fish come off? Or whatever. And when you get it back and look at it, a trailer may be in the way, or something's come over, got between the weed guard and I've gotten to where I trim my weed guards, but I think I trim them a little too much to where I lose a lot of jigs. I'll get hung up and lose a lot of jigs now. I go through them. And I think that could be because, again, bait junkies, guys, this is my favorite worm. I know other companies make the same thing, just bait junkies. The bait junkies, 5002, 6 and 4. Love that worm, man. But I've always been a soft plastic guy, so I love these worms. But when the jig bite is on, bro, the jig bite is on. We were hammering them. Every now and then you'll have some either just come off or whatever. Of course, they come out on the bottom. And again, I love the Ecto crawl. Makes a beautiful bait. Doesn't mean it's my favorite, but it makes a beautiful bait. I love the AR crawl. It's more along the lines of a speed type crawl. Those are the ones I like better. But again, they're also a little thick, and I'd like to have like a beaver style, how it's a little more flat. I want something like that just for jigs. Something taking up less room on that hook. There's enough stuff there already. That, like I said, the weed guards and everything else. And I'm usually fishing it in a thick brush pile. So, buddy of mine does not trim it off. He swears up and down, leaving it long. That's what I was just saying. I've got a guy that swears up and down that trimming it makes it worse. Says it makes it a little shorter, it's a little harder to get through. Pretty much, yeah. We had switched. A lot of people don't realize how much troll cars cost, and I really don't think that is the best hook on the market. Um, we switched up and went to uh, BMC. A lot cheaper. I think the quality is just the same. You may know more about that, or well, you may know a better hook. He's played around with different hooks. Like I said, I hate a fish coming off, or I hate missing a fish, especially in a tournament. But you know, it happens. Happens to the best. But you may, you know, what hook you go with. I don't know the numbers and all that because, like I said, he does all that. But he does the ordering. But I'm picky about when I was buying them at the store. I'll check the alignment on the hooks. AI Terrain, I think, is some that we sell at Sportsman. Pretty good looking jig. It's got a little strap on it that I like as well. Owners are good as well. Yeah, I agree there. What's up? Hurting for sturgeon, man. That's something else. I'd love to go catch a big old sturgeon, man. Some of you guys, I think, we got it made here. This chain of lakes that we have, and a bunch of smaller lakes as well we fish. But man, sturgeon fishing, going up Midwest fishing, smallmouth. Oh, we got smallmouth here on some of our deep reservoirs, but love. I wish when I was in the military, when I was in Fort Lewis, Washington, I wish I would have done more traveling, done more looking around, because you had the Puget Sound right there. Just great places, man. That when you set 18, 19 years old, you partying more than anything. And I wish I would have took care better of seeing things, doing things that you may not never get to do again. Me and my friend girl are looking at an Alaska cruise, so maybe we're going to fly in through Seattle, so I get to go back up that way. But beautiful places up there, man. I've been to Portland, man, when I was at Fort Lewis. Oh man, that'd be awesome. I was at Fort Lewis, Washington. This is back in the 90s, 91, 92. Beautiful freaking place up there. Beautiful. We went to Portland, went to a Trailblazers game. Matter of fact, we used to get tickets for stuff a lot, USO or whatever. Went to a Portland Trailblazers game, of course Mariners, and back then the Supersonics were there. Went and seen them. I'm a big baseball and football fan, so the Seahawks sucked back then. Talking about like the Steve Largent days, He was good, but that's it. They were not that great. So we get tickets for like $3 back then, A little mess of worms for the night. Hey man, have a good evening, man. It's good hearing from you. And thank you for your service there, my brother. For everybody, anybody here is a veteran. Thank you, I appreciate you big time. Cause I ain't. Again, I like to know too, bait names. These other guys like Into the Woods, stuff like that. Bait Chuck, and I love to know how they come up with their names. Mine was just, my daughter, and then I was a retired cop, so Five-0 Custom Baits. She had made me a little design. She does all the computer, I'm not a technology guy, so like this is probably the most technology other than when I was working narcotics. Most technology I've used. Oh, Snake River, man. Oh, man. So I wish I'd have took advantage of a lot of that stuff, man. Back then, you don't think about when you're 18, 19. It's all about partying and girls and all that good stuff. Blue Line. I wish I had my girlfriend actually took, my friend girl, I had to, they give you all kind of stuff, but I was signed to DEA Task Force, U.S. Marshals Task Force. All, you know, they all gave me something for retirement. I have all my badges and all this. Well, I had it in a box, you know, with my vest carrier, because this is how I went to work, man, for 20 years. It was great. Until I got the lieutenant, that sucked. But I missed the administrative part sucked. But anyway, had that thing made, and it's a lay down. I wanted to put it up on the wall. So she took it, was gonna fix it all up for me, and you know, just something to remember my little 25 years in one day, I guess. So, you know, I know a lot of people don't like the police. Some I don't like too, but most of them are good people. 99.9% are good people. All of them. Yes, sir. Thank you there, Dexter's Lure Lab. I will have to look you up. You got some videos and stuff? I'll definitely subscribe and watch. That's what I was talking about earlier. Into the Woods, bait chucking. There's so many I watch. But Grumpy Old Veteran, I think is one I watch. SDG or whatever. I can't remember the exact name, but anyway, they pop up and I'll watch. So if you've got one, let me know and I'll go back and make sure I'm subscribed and all that. I got every one, dude. Every time I get promoted, they're like, "You got your other badge?" I'm like, "No." And our supply guy was always pretty cool about it. He'd be like, "Okay." So I've got at least one of all the ranks that I made. Highest I got to was lieutenant. Also, I may have a replica made, possibly, of two of the federal, you know, badges that we had. My time with the DEA and the marshals, the marshal stuff was my last year, and I was tired of getting shot at. But the U.S. Marshal's job, not the little courthouse guys. The guys that are out looking for the big time felonies. That last year opened my eyes up, bro. They got a tough job, very tough job, very stressful. Oh my God, I can't even, you know, there's things you have to do as law enforcement you don't ever want to have to do, and that was happening a whole lot more my last year. And it was time to go. I knew I was getting older too, and I can't hear. I was from the military, and went to one house. I was behind a shield. We were supposed to approach. If you're a tactical guy, you know you wait to feel something. Feel somebody tap before you roll to the door. Well, I didn't feel no tap. I'm like, what's going on? By the time I turned around, I see everybody running. Now I look back at the door, and the guy's shooting out the door at me, hitting the shield, and I never heard it. And I'm like, oh, it's time to go. Because my hearing is gone, along with my close-up eyesight. So I've got to hang all these baits up. I'm sitting on a bar stool right now. This bait fish pattern, I'll share it because it's so good. This is in the Slick Swim. If you wasn't here earlier, blue highlight, disco flake, little black flake. It is another great color, not just for crappie, also for bass. Got a call the other day when I made the short. Guy hit me up. He said, "Bro, the spotted bass killed that thing." So made some more of those for him. Of course, crappie baits, ecto crawls. We also did some Five-0 magic. That is just simple fish catcher, guys. Green pumpkin, little pearl powder. Probably watched the videos. I did one not too long ago on that. But simple but effective. Very simple. Very effective. Blue flake. I like the small and a little bit of medium in it. Like I said, that right there has been a staple just for catching fish. I call it 5-0 magic. If you're familiar, KVD magic, that's the color. It's close to that. I pearl down the green pumpkin so it's not as green pumpkin. I don't go as heavy neither, but I add that pearl powder. And bro, it is a catcher of fish. And again, one of my little not secrets, but just black, red flake on the bottom. Nighttime, that or blue flake, either one was catching on it. I've got some baits here actually that are going in my box. The tracers, I also have them in that same bait fish profile color. That's the 4, and I have some 3.5s over here. So stick baits, and of course, that hog salad bait, the gilly, love it too. Great bait because you can fish it so many ways. A trailer. The reason I like it as a trailer a lot, I'm gonna give you one more sleeper in just a second. Chatterbait, spinner baits, or whatever. Like I said, I'm a bass nerd too, so a fishing nerd, period. If you're fishing this thing as a trailer this way, you want your bait to get down, fish it this way to let your bait get down. I'll trim some of this off, the ridges in that gilly. Helps get down. If you want to get down, if you want to keep it up, put a trailer on this way, flat, wide. It'll help keep that bait up a little bit more. Also on a pre-rig, which is basically, I always wondered what those weights were for. Basically a weight with a wire coming out the top, I'm like, what the heck? Worm hook, run your line through that daggum opening, towel. That thing's free. So if you've got good plastic, and especially if you've got some floating additive, which I do it there. Anyway, this stuff will, as you're pulling, of course it's going to be closer to that weight, but then it'll come up because it's a pre-rig. That was catching me some fish. I need to get back on that and try that some more. But the first time I tried it, I caught a few good largemouth, or good keepers, put it that way. Love this bait. Of course that. This worm right here, it's a 6-inch. See how it's crinkled or crinked up? That's the way it is in the mold. It is actually, it shoots about like that. I'm 99% sure that came from bass tackle. Great on drop shot, but I will take this on a short shank hook and throw it on spinning gear. And this thing comes to the water like a snake. It's got great, it's got great action. 99% I've had this mold for quite a while. I think it came from bass tackle. But when you shoot them, don't hang them. Lay them out to cure just like they are in this type shape. Let them cure that way, and they'll hold that design, or that's the way it'll be in the mold. All that raw. And it just has so much action. And I'll work that thing, especially blowdowns. Toss up bite and just pop that thing. It is really good. Really good. Scroungers are good. Make sure I didn't miss something. Let's go back. Oh, definitely. If you gotta go with the kids, bro, go. I wish mine are all grown. Again, bass tackle. I got the mold up here, but great mold. I love this mold, or this bait. Not necessarily the mold. Well, I love the mold too. It shoots good. Everything from bass tackle I've ever gotten shoots good. Talked about the others too. Epic. Until recently, I just wasn't an Epic fan, or I had never bought one from them, but their molds are freaking quality, bro. Love them. Them and Hog Salad. Love those two companies. The engravings, #1 on the outside. Of course, you got your angle eyes and all that. Those two companies, man, Epic and Hog Salad, are making quality molds right now. Quality. Yes. What's the other head I was using? Pulse jig. I don't know if y'all have those, or if that's just a local thing, but pulse jigs, man, that head gives some crazy action too, especially a jig head, swim jig head. with like a piece of rubber or plastic around that comes up pretty high, but it causes that thing to dart everywhere. The tracer is good on it. Also the drop shot minnow by Angling AI. That's one of my favorite baits for drop shot. Oh, that'd be cool. I wish I could make all that kind of stuff. Like I said, my buddy does all the lead work. I do the soft plastics. Now I'll go over there when he doesn't have time or whatever, if I need my jigs made or crappie jigs. I love crappie fish. You wasn't here earlier, I love to catch crappie and stripers. I love striper fishing because they do not play. They hit like a truck and they bite like a truck. Just like redfish in the salt water. But love it. Love it, love it, love it. I need to make some shrimp one day. Tight lines, brother. I'll look up your stuff too. And subscribe. Get some videos out for us too, man. Don't be playing. Get some videos out. People watch them. Go watch my goofy head or goofy self. I'm about to have to roll too because I have got to take food to my dad. He's got to eat. So anyway, the guys that are here, I appreciate you being here, man. Sorry, it was sort of, I don't know what short is. No, I've been here 2 hours, bro. Holy crap. And I could have went deer hunting. But I'm here with y'all. Nah. Hula grubs, man. 3-inch slick swim. Those are the baits we've been making. Ecto crawl. Slick swim, crappie baits. Those are what's being used a lot right now. That's what we're making. I appreciate you guys being here. I got to roll. I didn't realize it was 2 hours later. Maybe I should have went deer hunting. I don't know. But I gotta go feed the old man. My dad, not his old man, but gotta go feed him. I appreciate you guys being here. For guys that subscribe and watch the traditional videos, thank you. Thank you so much, especially when we get over 1,000. Probably in the next couple of days, I'm gonna end that one for the giveaway. Man, I wanna go smallmouth. Oh, look, oh. They just don't give up. Like largemouth black for a second and then sort of just wait. I think. It's just me. Smallmouth, boy, they don't play. I just wish we had enough of them up here to, target better. And the one lake we have, Lake Kiwi, has them, but I don't fish that. That's the furthest lake away. I just don't fish this. It's very clear water in the mountains up there. Cold, clear water. I'd love to catch them. Love to catch them. So anyway, guys, enjoyed it. We may do this again for my little giveaway for my 1,000 subscribers. Again, thanks to guys that have subscribed. If you haven't watched the video, I put it at the end of the video intentionally to keep it limited, sort of, because I know a lot of people don't watch the whole video. I believe it's the one of my Five-0 Magic that I made. Watch it, or you ain't gotta watch it, but at the end I tell you to like and comment, congratulations or whatever. Do that, and I'll put you in that giveaway. It'll be a few more days until I'm gonna let it run, and then I'm gonna do a giveaway. It'll be some soft baits and one of my hard painted baits. We're gonna do some more of that coming up. Again, I'm gonna do some painting on the baits I'm gonna do for vets, helping vets. Anderson, South Carolina has that Vets Helping Vets. I knew nothing about it until I saw a sign before. Anyway, when I broke my leg, I broke it really bad, and they had to put rods, screws, all that. Anyway, my mom happened to see one of them. He's like, how's everything going? I was like, my son broke a leg. They came down and put a ramp up there just because they heard I was a vet. So I'm going to do something for them. I'm going to make what I call floating keychains, basically out of a 4-inch spook, USMC, Army, Air Force, Navy. I'll make some of those. I'm going to auction those things off, and all the proceeds is going to go to them. It's a non-profit. They do things for veterans. I don't know if I can do it on here. I'm not real familiar with YouTube as far as that, but I may do it on my Facebook, which is also Five-0 Custom Baits. One of my personal ones is Toby Joy, TOBY. I finally got to change it back after I retired because, you don't want meth heads hitting you up on your Facebook or whatever, threatening you and crap. So anyway, now it's TOBY. I'm going to auction those off. 100% of the proceeds is going to vets, helping vets. maybe a week. We've been busy with tree work, but anyway, I'm gonna get that done, and also announce the winner, and I'm gonna send probably a top water and another, maybe a DT6, DT10 crankbait that I paint, and of course some soft plastics. And if I'm gonna send you baits, I want you to catch fish with them. So it's gonna be a green pumpkin or a watermelon, or if it's in a swim bait or the drop shot minnows, I'll do the 5-0 bait. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Get on there, comment, like and comment. That's all. You ain't got to do all that sharing and all that crap. Just comment. What I say? Congratulations on 1,000 or something like that. Whatever. And it'll put you in for the giveaways. 2 more days left. Lake Ontario, man, it's places I would love to go, man. Just I do my traveling for duck hunting. I know I'm a bait guy. I do a lot of fishing and all that. Love to fish, love deer hunt, like I've said in other videos. Duck hunting is in my soul. I have leases in Louisiana. I travel down there, especially during duck season, teal season, speckled bellies. But I want to go up north more because the migration isn't quite making it all the way to Louisiana. So I'm going to try some up north stuff and try to do some fishing and hunting up that way. Mainly if I'm going to, I know I'm going to duck hunt, but I also want to deer hunt up. I mean, Illinois, places like that. Guys going up there bringing in does weighing 200 pounds. I'm like, God, 200-pound buck here is a good one, is a grown buck. So you guys need other areas, man. Y'all have got elk, you've got all this great stuff. And we just have our little, I mean, I love it here, don't get me wrong, but we got our whitetail, some wild pigs, you know. Other than that, man, my freezer went out without power. And the elk that I have had is amazing. And I've also had whitetail from Ohio. Buddy of mine from up there, he actually lives here now, but he goes back and hunts. The deer tastes better. I don't know if it's because all the agriculture or whatever. You know, here they're eating a lot of acorns, whatever. I don't think the diet's as good, but the deer meat has a better taste from Ohio. That's the only one I really had. Ohio, I think I had one piece of elk from Montana. But elk is great either way, but the whitetail seems to taste so much better from Ohio. But like I said, where he goes, it's all agriculture, corn, soybeans, whatever. So maybe that's why they taste a little better, because I think the ducks in Louisiana taste better because they're eating rice coming down from Arkansas down. So I think the ducks taste better also. So I appreciate you guys being here. I got to roll. Gotta go feed my old man. Appreciate you being here, guys. Love you, appreciate it. Y'all know the deal. Make baits. Let's go catch some fish. Appreciate you, man. Check out that video to get the giveaway if you haven't. And a few more days, I'll announce the winner. I like sending baits to folks. So let me know. Y'all have a good one. I'm getting off here. Y'all have a good night. Figure out how to stop this thing. Oh, technology. I've got to learn how to not do it.